Okay, so we are going to be introducing to you this practice problem, in which it states the different products inside a shop and how many quantities have been sold, what's the price for each, and what's the expenses used, and also the delivery status of each product. And for the problem, we'll be finding out its total revenue, average price, min and max expense, and its product classification, total units sold, sales counts, and how many are in progress using Excel, formula, operators, and functions. So now we are going to be exploring how to use operators, specifically multiply. So what if we want to find the total revenue of these products? Now we can do that by multiplying the units sold with the price per unit. And this is the result. How to do it? Simply put the equal sign before it, and then put your first value, your first cell. In this case, it's the D3 because it contains the unit sold, and then put the multiplication symbol, and then put the other cell, which is the price per units. This is the result, and just copy it down.
Now this is how you use the following operators. The first one is plus or addition, second one is minus or subtraction, and third one is slash or division. So first one, type equal sign, and then first cell plus second cell that you want to add it with, enter. For the minus, equal sign, then first cell minus the second cell you want to subtract it with, enter. And then the third one, same thing, and first cell slash second cell, and there you have it.
First off, to define the name of cells, click on the cell you want to define, right click, and then click this button, define name, and then just change it to whatever you'd like it to be. In this case, I would like it to be price underscore smartphone. Next, what if we want to calculate the average of a certain range of cells containing numeric data? We can do this by stating the range of the data. In this case, I defined this cell as price underscore smartphone, and this one price underscore wireless underscore earbuds. So the range is from here to here. So I can do that by, first of all, putting an equal sign, then stating the function, which is average, close and open brackets, and then in between the brackets I put the range. As you can see, there's a colon here to indicate that it's a range. So if you want to round a number up, you can do this by stating the function, round function, and then put your value inside here. In this case, the value I obtained from the average, I put it inside the brackets of the round function, and then just put a semicolon, and then put the number of decimal places you would like it to have. In my case, I would like it to have 0 decimal places, so I put 0 here, close brackets, and then there you go. It's now 499 and not 498.8 because you're rounding it up and you're having 0 decimal places. Next, what if we want to round it down? We can use the int function. But this time, you don't have to specify how many decimal places you would like it to have. So just state the int function here, put the value in between the brackets, and there you have it. It's rounded down.
So to use the min formula, first type the equal sign and then type in min, open bracket, the range, and then close bracket and enter. This is it's gonna show the min of the data above here, the range. And then for max, it's the same thing but with max. So I'm gonna do it again. Equal sign, type in max and open bracket, range, and then close bracket, and here you have it. To use the formula if, first type in equal sign, equal sign, and then type in the formula if, open bracket, and then the first one is basically you select the cell and then type in the requirement. So if cell is more than 69 because the passing requirement is 70, comma, or yes, comma, and then quotation mark, pass for if it's true, and then another comma, quotation mark, doesn't pass if the value is not above the requirement, and then enter. So here is 100, it's pass, and then let's see the other data. These two doesn't pass because it's below the requirement. To use the formula if, first type the equal sign, of course, and then type in the formula if, open bracket, so the first cell will be using F3, and then the requirement, so if F3 is less than 1000, if true, then quotation mark, it is low, and comma, if F3 is less than 2000, so less than 2000, comma, quotation mark, it is medium, and if it is not, if it is neither, comma, or basically higher than 2000, it is high. So, and then close the brackets. As you can see here, this is the first requirement, and if true, it is low. Second requirement, if true, it is medium, and if neither are true, then high. So enter, and here you have it. And then let's see with the other data. Here you can see.
So now we will be exploring what is relative referencing and what is absolute referencing. So the referencing that we have just seen is called relative referencing, because this formula adapts in the next line. So it doesn't just stay as F3, it changes to F4, F5, F6, and then F7. Now, if we want to do absolute referencing, we simply need to add dollar signs before. In between the name of the cell, in this case F3. So the first value obviously will stay the same, but the rest of the value will change, and it will be the same, the exact same as the first value. So that's why it's called absolute referencing, because if you put dollar signs in between the name of the cell, it will not be changed and it won't adapt to the next cells.
To use the formula sum is simple. First, of course, the equal sign, and then type in the formula sum, open bracket, and then the range of all the cells that you want to add up together, close bracket, and then enter. Here you go. The formula COUNTIF is basically to count the number of cells based on a requirement. So how to use it is equal sign, COUNTIF, the formula, open bracket, and then select the range, comma, quotation marks, and then the criteria. For this one, I will use more than 150, and then close the bracket, and then here it is. So there are 3 cells that are more than 150 in value. The formula counter is basically counting the number of cells that are occupied or not empty. So how to use it is first the equal sign, and then type in the formula counter, open bracket, and then the range of the cells that you want to use the formula on, of course, and then enter. Here you can see the result is 3 because there are 3 cells that are occupied.